We are what? We are who? We are what? Vibrant. We are who? 50 plus. Hi, welcome to Gray Lives on the Rise. I am your host, Professor Jamila Franklin, and we are coming to you from Oyende Enterprises, being sponsored by Jamila Sense, which is our product line of aromatherapy products that helps heal the mind, body, and soul. And we are bringing to you Alamaj's Rebirthing Program, as well as Jamila Sense, and a host of wonderful programs that will help heal your body, heal your soul, and heal your mind. 50 plus people, we are here to stay. Gray Lives on the Rise. We are what? We are who? We are vibrant, and we are here to stay. Join us for our wonderful episodes. Thank you, and continue to look for our episodes weekly, being brought to you again from Oyende Enterprises and Jamila Sense. See you soon. To Gray Lives on the Rise. I am your host, Professor Jamila Franklin, and we're coming to get to you in your living room, in your car, wherever you may be viewing this on Sunday evening. We are so appreciative and happy that you joined us again. And tonight we have the wonderful, phenomenal Spencer Rakestraw. He is amazing. He is my fitness coach, trainer. He's amazing. He works me, okay? He's excellent. So tonight we're going to get into his expertise. And like I said, he's amazing. But before we do that, I'll give you a little background information about who I am and our sponsor. Our sponsor is one of my companies because we have to pay the bills, right? So I have to give a shout out to one of my companies that pays for this. I am Professor Jamila Franklin. I have my own holistic practice. I'm a therapist, mental health therapist, and I do a lot of other things. I'm an award-winning published author. I'm a certified Reiki master, a certified aromatherapist, a college professor of psychology, and I do a lot of other things, okay? I have several businesses. Tonight, though, we're talking about my new baby, which is Gray Lives on the Rise, and it's geared towards people who are 50 plus, because we're living a very exciting life. And let me just give you some background information about Gray Lives on the Rise. About 2 years ago, I was walking, and then I got this download, this epiphany that basically said, there's nothing out there that deals with people in your demographic. And I thought about it, and the only thing I could come up with was, there were two things, AARP and Medicare. AARP is doing an amazing job, but most people think people are sedentary and they've retired from life, and they have not. So I couldn't really resonate with that theme, that concept, even though they're very progressive. And the other company was Medicare, and I'm in very good health, so I don't relate or rely on Medicare. So I said, okay. But those are the only two things. And so this download said you need to come up with 5 things. You need to come up with a name. You need to know that this is a movement. You need to have people relanguage how they relate to themselves. You need to have your own store with your mantra, Gray Lives on the Rise, on it. And then you need to have a podcast. So the first thing was the name. At first I thought about Gray Lives Matter. I said, no, that's overused. That's cliches. Then I thought, Gray Lives on the Rise. And I said, yeah, that resonates with me. And then the next thing, because we are on the rise, and Gray Lives rhymes with rise. The next thing was how we look at ourselves. We are not over the hill. We are not decrepit. We're not ready for the home. We are alive, vibrant. We're golden. We're mature. Then the next thing was the store. We have wonderful t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, floor mats, you name it. We have it in our store. As a matter of fact, I have on one of my shirts. Great Lives on the Rise. And because we want people to know that we are here to stay. The last thing was the podcast. And I've had people from around the world to be guests on my podcast. I've had someone from Serbia, which is in Eastern Europe, Australia, Canada, the Netherlands, New Zealand, the UK, the Philippines, Haiti, Costa Rica, the United Arab Republic, United Arab Emirates, and of course, America. So we're just growing by leaps and bounds because we started about 2 years ago. And pretty soon we're going to have our 100th episode. And we've just been growing, and people have been referring people, and we've just been doing well. So, having said that, I just want to introduce you to my company that's paying for this, my aromatherapy company, Jamila Scents, and it's all natural, and it's amazing. All you do, and you see how clear it is, it's transparent, just put it in your hands. You don't take it by mouth. You put it in the palms of your hands, you rub your hands together, and you breathe it. Oh my gosh. It's euphoric. You feel like you're going off to Zen land. And it gets in your body within 10 to 20 minutes. It stays in your body for up to 10 hours. And it's all natural. There are no chemicals in it. It gets rid of stress, anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADD, sinus congestion, any kind of stressor it gets rid of. And you don't take it by mouth. And it is only natural with ingredients of lavender, geranium, and lemongrass. So you can put the rest on your arms. And you know what? Summertime is coming. And this gets rid of flies and mosquitoes naturally. You don't have to put DDT on. That's what people are doing. You're putting roach spray on you when you spray those chemicals. This is all natural and it's plant-based. Everything I do is natural and plant-based. Because I'm vegan. Okay, I'm plant-based. That's a new term, rather than vegan. So, Great Lives on the Rise is being paid for by Jamila Scents, one of my companies. So what I would like for you to do is go to our website. Great Lives on the Rise is our latest baby, but Oyende Enterprises is the website that hosts all of my companies. So it's Oyende, Oyinde Enterprises, ENTERPRISES.com. Again, that's OyendeEnterprises.com. When you get there, you can click on Great Lives on the Rise. That's at the top of the list of companies. And you'll find out more about Great Lives. And if you're interested in being a guest speaker like Spencer, you can fill out the information and we can talk, have a discovery call. So, thank you again for joining. And having said all that, I am going to introduce you to this amazing guest who is also my coach. Okay, Spencer Rakestraw is the owner of Diamond Cutter Fitness. With over 20 years of experience in health and fitness, Spencer Rakestraw has dedicated his life to helping people become stronger, healthier, and more confident. Fitness is more than a profession for Spencer. It's a true passion. He takes pride in motivating and guiding individuals through every stage of their personal fitness journey. No matter their age, experience level, or goals. As the owner of Diamond Cutter Fitness, Spencer specializes in training both adults and youth, creating programs designed to improve strength, conditioning, endurance, confidence, and overall wellness. His approach focuses on encouragement, discipline, and helping every client push beyond their limits while building a healthier lifestyle. Spencer also offers boxing-based fitness training focused on self-defense, cardio conditioning, and mental toughness rather than competitive fighting. His sessions combine high energy workouts with practical techniques that help clients improve coordination, stamina, and confidence. Whether your goal is weight loss, muscle building, improved conditioning, increased confidence, or simply becoming a better version of yourself, Spencer is committed to helping you achieve results and stay motivated throughout the process. So, without further ado, I welcome Spencer. Greetings, Coach Spencer, my coach.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I talk up a little louder? Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So I can attest to the fact that you are an excellent trainer and that you are very motivational because I'm with a group of women, all of whom are over 50, and they look good and they push themselves because you are the motivating factor. And what you do is you don't demean people, which is really good because I think when you hit 50 plus, most of us do not desire to go to the traditional gyms, LA Fitness and Planet Fitness.
Right.
Yeah, we don't desire to do that. One, because they have people a lot younger. Two, because a lot of those gyms, I think, are basically hookup places where people try to hook up with folk. And we're not interested in that.
Right.
We're interested in just getting toned and being fit. So
Mhm.
you worked us out at Samson, the Samson gym, which is at New Birth. And it's really, really the ideal situation and environment for people who are 50 plus, because we are all in the same age range,
Mhm.
basically. So let's go back to little Spencer. That's what I would like to talk about. What encouraged you to get into fitness training?
Um, I've always been into fitness. Growing up, I always tell the story. My first experience with fitness, I might have been around 8 or 9. My next door neighbor used to, that's back in the day when they had the cement weights in the yard working out with the bench. All they had was a bench and some cement weights. And I used to watch this guy work out, on a regular. And I was real good friends with his kids, his 3 boys. And it 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 just really it did something to me when I watched him work out and just looking at his physique. And I use the terminology, he was cut up like a piece of steak. He was just ripped, just, this dark skin, just, and I said, I just wanted to be that way. And I knew I wanted to be fit and look nice like that at the age of 8. So what I did, I'm very creative. So, I asked my mom for some weights and she wasn't with it, you know. So I took a old broomstick and some those red bricks, and I put the bricks on the end of the stick, and I used to work out with that. So that's what my journey actually started at, with a broomstick and some bricks.
Well, you were extremely creative.
So I had a love for it ever since.
Mm-hmm. So then, okay, so from little 8-year-old Spencer all the way through your teenage years, your young adult years, and and where you are now, what were the stages? So you started out with the makeshift uh, weight bar, and then
Right.
so did you continue in high school or middle
Well, I
school?
continued in middle school. Um, of course, I was athletic. I played ball. I played football. Ran track. Played basketball. Baseball. So pretty much any the basic sports, I would say I played them all. Everything but soccer, and
Mm.
would have played that too if I really knew about it. But it started there. In middle school, we really didn't have a weight room in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
We had little weights. Again, I think my middle school had the cement weights, plastic weights. They didn't really focus on fitness and weight training in middle school. They just had it as part of the gym class.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to touch the weights a little bit there, but my journey really into weights is once I got to high school. I
Mm-hmm.
actually, I was a very uh, good athlete,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually started varsity football, played on the varsity team my freshman year. And
Mm-hmm.
the coaches actually came to a middle school championship game that we were in just to see me, really. And after the game, they came up to my mom and was like, "We really want him to play on the varsity squad and this and that." So when I went to high school, I went right past freshman football, right past junior varsity football, and straight to varsity.
Oh,
And
wow.
and after that, I played 4 years of varsity football, and I went to college. I went to Grambling my first year.
Okay.
That's where the weight training really got a little bit more serious because now you're dealing with bigger guys.
Mm-hmm.
So the weight training got a little bit more serious then. I didn't really understand weight training. I just really understood just picking the weight up. If you
Mm-hmm.
have to move it, move it. And the knowledge that I have right now, I wish I had then. I feel like it would have made me a whole lot better athlete
Mm-hmm.
and person had I knew how to actually work out. And from college, I went from Grambling. I ended up going to California for 2 years playing junior college football. And athletics is just an athletic. I have a very athletic family.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everybody in my family plays some type of sport. So it's one of those things where it's just in you, it's in your DNA, and
Mm-hmm.
help people. That was another thing because I was big on I was always the underdog person. I used to love to help the underdog. You-
Mm-hmm.
When even as kids when we played, I was always the one that picked the kids that didn't nobody else want to pick.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to see something in those kids that nobody else saw.
Mm-hmm.
So that was part of the fitness.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Know it, but that was part of the fitness journey. I was able to spot and understand talent that nobody
Mm-hmm.
else. That's where the whole terminology diamond cutter fitness come from. It initially started with me and my wife, which she passed away in 2015. But
Mm-hmm. I already hear that. Mm-hmm.
with with her, we was calling it diamond in the rough because we dealt with a lot of youth, doing a lot of youth programs. So it started as diamond in the rough, and from there, I was like, that's a little too long for for a name for a fitness company. So then it went to Diamond Cutter Fitness because I wasn't just training kids, I was training adults too. But everybody's a diamond in the rough, and that's how I look.
Mm-hmm.
So my job is to take that diamond and be the diamond cutter that I know I am and chip away at those rough edges until you're finished and polished and flawless, to an extent. And that's what my passion is, and it's always been helping people. So my thing has always been helping. It's helping somebody. I was a police officer for two and a
Mm-hmm.
half years in Covington, Georgia.
Wow.
So my hometown. I'm from Covington, Georgia. So I was a
Mm-hmm.
police officer, and again, I was always helping people. I wasn't the officer that you know that pulled you over for anything, and whatever. It's If I pulled you over, it was you had a reason to be pulled.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I was still coaching football, and I coached youth football probably for I say a good 10 years I coached football. And, it was times where I was at work, as a police officer. I can talk about it now because I'm not working on the police force anymore. And I would get out and be coaching full uniform, on duty. But because Covington was a small town and it wasn't a lot of, you know, disturbance going on, I was able to do that. So my journey is a long journey, and it's always been a journey of helping people and seeing something in people that sometimes they don't see in themselves. And just to show you, that's why I like working with the my seasoned women. you know,
Politically correct.
that's right. So, because I like to show them that you can do a lot of these things. You can still do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
And I like to teach technique. Technique is everything. Just
yeah,
showing you how to do stuff. And
yeah.
that's key because a lot of people shy away from, especially women, they shy away from weights. But when they're shown how to use the weight, then just like you guys, y'all come in here and y'all go at it full force. And y'all
Mm.
make it fun for me. I love it because we cut up in class and
Yeah,
but we get the job done. And that's
yeah,
all, that's all I look for. So, but that's my journey. I started at 8 and I'm here now.
yeah,
And be here until the Lord calls me home. As long as I can do it, I'm gonna do it. And I tried to stop. I tried to stop doing it once before, but it just wasn't gonna happen. I could not go in the weight room without trying to help somebody. Even when I wasn't training, I was always trying to help someone. So that's that's Spencer for you.
Well, I think that your journey has been has been remarkable. I can attest to the fact that you have a lot of patience, and you used to kind of scold me in a compassionate way because my brain is always ahead. And so you would tell me, we haven't started yet. I was, oops.
So, and you study
Yeah,
working.
and I'm not doing, yeah, because my brain it's always ahead. It's always ahead. So I have to work on staying in the moment.
hmm
When I'm providing therapy for people, I'm always very present. But when I'm working out, like when the download came for Gray Lights on the Rise, I was in another zone. So when I get in there and I'm working, I have to stay present because I go to another zone. I love working out. And it's interesting because the machines that you have us work on are very, very, very good. But you know what, Spencer? This is something I'm going to tell you here. And I had mentioned this to you in class. I do the plank at home. Usually, what I'm doing is I do my little routine before I go to the gym. I'm
hmm
good. I'm very good with the plank at home.
Uh,
But the machine, when I push like this,
yes.
it becomes challenging. I'm like, well, you're doing the plank and you're holding up your body without a problem. But when I push out with that machine, I'm like, okay. And I have it on 10, the weight 10 or whatever. And of course, I weigh more than 10 pounds. So I was like, I'm not able to understand why that's more challenging.
And which machine are you talking about?
The one when you push out, I'm sitting down and
Now,
pushing out. This, to me, that's comparable to my doing the plank. In the plank, you're pushing your body up. So I was thinking, okay, that shouldn't be a problem. But I
uh,
struggle with that. And I'm not sure why.
now I'm trying to think of which machine are you talking about? The one where you push your knees out, the one where you
No, no,
sit on.
no. Your arms. When it comes down
Oh,
and you're pushing
oh,
out like this.
that's your shoulder.
The shoulder. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So pushing your shoulders up. Sometimes the uh the shoulder is a muscle that is worked the least. So that's usually the weakest part of one of the weakest parts of your body. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a few parts that people rarely work.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is something that you have to focus on working a little bit more. So it has something to do with the planks is just building that strength up in your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll start seeing a difference. The more you do it,
Mm-hmm.
you're building the muscle up in your shoulders to the point where you'll be able to lift something up over your head, be
Mm-hmm.
easy. But yeah, that's the reason because those muscles or those smaller muscles are sometimes the weakest because you rarely use them. We kind of overlook them. We call it what we say in the gym, especially with guys, they work mirror muscles. So what the mirror muscles are the ones they can see in the mirror, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they forget their legs. So that's why sometimes they have small legs but
Yeah.
huge upper bodies.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause and that's the thing. It's like that's why I do a you know, full body exercise because I want a better contour, to
Mm-hmm.
my than just upper body. I don't want to. How you call it the Superman look? Back in the day, I had the V cut. The
Yeah.
small, the wide shoulders. But yeah, so that comes from just it was a muscle that you probably rarely work.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you notice a difference between the 50 plus uh, generation and people who are younger?
50 plus, I look at they work harder.
Mm.
Honest with you, they actually in better shape. They understand working out because
Well,
they understand life and I
mm-hmm.
live a full life, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
to live a life where somebody is constantly have to help me do this, help me do that. I want to be
Mm-hmm.
continue to do these things on my own. The 50 plus, most of them retired. They're taking trips, and this and that. You want to be able to go on your trip and enjoy your trip. I want to be able
Mm-hmm.
to go on a trip and take excursions and walk and this and that and not be tired, ready to sit down somewhere and this and that. The younger generation, they got youth on their side. So mentally, that's all they think about. I'm good. Not knowing that keep living, like, our grandparents used to say, keep on living.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of them, especially the really young ones, like in elementary school, don't exercise. The only
They don't
exercise they get is with their thumbs on the computers or on the cell phones. They're not
yeah.
active.
They don't have P like we used to have, back
Right.
in school. They don't
Right.
have P tests like we had, in school. It's totally different now. And like you said, it's all in the thumbs now and all on the computer and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this and that. So, you know, I would say, I don't know if I'm jumping, but even Christmas, you look out the window back when we were growing up, Christmas, it was kids outside everywhere playing with
Mm-hmm.
something new, trying to show off new shoes and
Yeah.
this and that. Now you look outside, it's kind of desolate, like an old cowboy movie with the
Yeah.
tumble going across the ground. And
Yeah.
we were outside and
We were.
we were physical and we were active.
Yeah.
So, um, a lot of the kids when we grew up, you didn't see really overweight people like that. You might have
Yeah.
seen here and there, even with the women, our mothers and this and that, they were slim and
Yeah.
I saw the hip huggers. I was so what we call them the hip huggers, the
Oh, yeah. During the
jeans.
70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they were all active. I
Yeah.
grew up to my mom play softball. She was out playing softball. Had on a team, so we were very
Mm-hmm.
active back then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the part as far as what you were saying, as far as the 50 plus and the youth. We were always outside, so y'all still take that mentality now in your 50 plus years, and you still kind of incorporate it into your life. We used to
Mm-hmm.
be outside. We're used to being active. They are not. They are not used to being active. You know,
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one big difference that
Mm-hmm.
that I see and understand. We are more, we work harder, to keep what we got and
Yeah,
just do it because of youth. I still got a little youth in my, under my belt. So they don't look at fitness like we do.
yeah, yeah. And what I know about the 50 plus generation, most, I would say maybe 50%. I need to have come up with the exact percentages because I'm a researcher and that's what I like doing. But a lot of people don't like or prefer to take medication.
Right.
And then I've told people because, I've counseled people with this. A lot of older people are not into addictive things because they've been there, done that.
Right.
And a lot of them are in recovery. So, because they've been there, they've seen the effects of smoking cigarettes, the effects of drinking too much alcohol and all of that. So they're now at the later stage in their lives trying to clean up their act
Right.
because they abused their bodies, some of them when they were younger. So now the 50 plus generation is saying, yeah, because when I'm in the gym with them, I see these women going hard. I mean,
Right.
pushing the machines. I know I'm in there in the morning class doing my particular jogging style. And even with the machines, I'm I'm doing what I can do as I build up my stamina. And that's one of the very good things about you, Spencer, is that you pay attention to, because we have a class, everyone. I'm in a class with him, but he does individual training too. But everyone in the class, you have your eye on what the person is doing, and you would tell people, okay, Jamila, you can go up 5 pounds. Marie, you can come down 5 pounds. You're monitoring what you see and you're paying attention, which is really, really important. Because when you go to these traditional gyms, you don't have someone really paying attention. You're just out there uh, winging it. And you can hurt yourself. You can hurt yourself, particularly as we age, and sometimes people's bones are more fragile. So you have to be very careful as you age if you go to those gyms to make sure that you have someone who is training you or who can assist you because that can cause some damage, you know. And the thing that I like about you is that you monitor us to make sure, even though some of us are overly enthusiastic, you're like, slow it down, like me when I'm starting when I'm not supposed to start. I'm
Right.
like, and I'm taking breaks because I I'm in a zone. Once I start exercising, I'm in a zone. But you pay attention. And I think that's so commendable because there are trainers who don't pay attention. They're busy on their phones or whatever, but you are right there paying attention and providing assistance. And the thing I saw, I think about a week and a half ago, Smith, it just tore at my heartstrings. There was a woman who came into our group and she had cerebral palsy.
Mhm.
And you took the time and the patience to work with her. She didn't feel excluded. She didn't feel stigmatized. She didn't feel ignored. As a matter of fact, the rest of us were like, hey, Spence. Because we were getting jealous. We're like, hey, what about us? Spence was like, she needs my time. And she left there feeling so happy because we all embraced her. And you did not make her feel different. And I commend you for that. See, I pay attention to a lot because I'm a therapist. There's nothing, I don't speak on a lot because that's not my place there. I'm in the gym. There's nothing that goes on that I don't see because I'm trained like that. But I said, that is so commendable. So
Thank you.
commendable. Because if she had gone to some of the traditional gyms, I'm not sure if she would have gotten that kind of attention. I'm thinking that they probably would have been a little annoyed because she needed special attention.
Yeah.
And sometimes when trainers are younger, they don't have the patience. So, you know, I am so pleased that you are our trainer. So you talked about your college years, and I'm going to get into some more things, and then I definitely want people to um, get your contact information. Because are you still taking clients, new clients?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay, okay. Listen, people, brothers, men, women. This man starts training at 5:30 a.m. My eyes don't even open at 5:30. Like 5:30 in the gym? Yeah. And he meets you, he carves his time around your schedule. So that's just that shows your commitment. That really does. So you left college and you were still training, and then you went into these different workspaces. You were a police officer and all that, but you never forgot about the training aspect. They kept calling you back.
Yeah. Uh-huh. My
Yeah.
mom was actually the one that pushed me into personal training.
Who?
Uh, she,
You said your mom?
my wife,
Oh, your wife. Okay.
uh, she saw something in me, that I didn't really see because it was natural to me. It was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is just what I do. This is just who I am. So
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "Why don't you start training?" And I was like, So what she did was for my birthday, she bought me my first training package. And
Wow.
yeah, so for my birthday, she bought that for me. And I studied and everything and took the test, passed. And here I am. I've been training ever since. But she was the one that actually pushed me into doing it. She saw something in me that, you know, she felt like that I need to be doing. And she invested. So, and I appreciate that, that invest,
Yeah.
even to the point where where I'm at now at New Birth, where everything pretty much happened, you know, uh, is a little off topic. She wanted to come to church at New Birth. I'm used to the small town church,
Mm,
the church, and she was like, "I want to go to New Birth." I go to church is big church. You'll never know everybody. You won't get to meet the pastor and blah 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 and this and that. She said, "Okay, well, whether you go or not, I'm going."
mm,
Of course, being the husband, I wasn't gonna let her go by herself. So
mm.
I ended up coming, and we end up joining the church that day, and this is where I've been ever since, and that's been over 20 some years ago.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so she has been that movement in my life from that point, on. Had I not came to New Birth with her and joined, I wouldn't be up here today. So
Mm,
she set the pace and the tempo. So once I got here, guess what? I met the pastor, I met the bishop. Me and him became cool. We became friends and this and that. That same person I said I would never meet. That's why I say now, never say never.
mm-hmm,
So I started coaching here at Newburgh. And from the coaching went to the training. I started training here. And then this is where I've been. This is where I've been ever since. So
mm,
I would like to thank my wife for for making all that happen.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we as women always can see what others can't see inside our children, our mates, our friends sometimes. That's that intuitive sense.
Hmm.
And if we follow it, it always ends up uh, on a high frequency. It always ends up on a positive note. And
Uh-huh.
we give respect and homage to your wife who transitioned in 2017. And so I know she's looking over you as your angel and being very pleased, very proud of you. And you have, how many children do you have, Spencer?
I have two biological.
Okay, you have two biological. So you have a son,
I have two
correct?
sons.
Two sons, okay. So did either one of them pick up the training?
No, I thought my youngest one would because he was always in the gym with me since he was 6 years old. He was always in because he was homeschooled.
Oh,
So every chance that he can get, he was in the gym with me. And,
mm-hmm.
he grew up in the gym. Now he loved working out and he actually understands the fitness and this. I could probably tell him to train some people and he probably could because he's seen me do it for so long. And he
Mm-hmm.
there with me. But as far as them going into it, they never I don't they they have their own journey.
Yeah,
So this one is mine. You
yeah.
the thing they got out of it is the fitness aspect and understanding fitness and different things like that. But
Mm.
as far as taking over the business, nah. They have their own thing going on. So, but the baby boy is the one I thought would have been somebody I could turn it over to. And you never say never, tomorrow's another day. You
Yeah,
so tomorrow's a mystery. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
that's very true.
So I say yesterday is history, today is a blessing, and tomorrow's a mystery.
That's
So,
very true.
you know, so if they do, that's cool. If not, that's cool too.
Mm-hmm. You'll be supportive either way. So your fitness business is full time. You're not doing something else. You're
I do little stuff on the side, and everything is pretty much here at the gym.
mm,
I I straighten the gym up because this is home to me. So
yeah,
I would straighten up at home if I was at home, or if this
yeah.
was if this was my own personal gym, I would, you know, do what I need to do to keep it clean and straighten up and this and that. So it's a guy here that I help out. He does the cleaning here, and I help with the basketball courts, keeping it straight, the weight room, and
Mm-hmm,
different like that. But for the most part, training is my number one.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's your passion.
It's
You
my
know, you know
uh,
what your passion is when you would do it, even if you were not paid. So yeah, that's and you're excellent in it. So it's you realized it. So uh, you're just doing it. You're doing it naturally, which
yeah.
is great, which is amazing. Look, before we run out of time, we still have quite a few minutes left, but I would like people to have the contact information.
Okay. What would you like for me to just give them the number?
Whatever's your contact, you can give your telephone number, your
Okay.
email address, your website, or whatever you would like for them to have.
Okay. You can reach me at 470
Okay, repeat that because it cut off a little.
470-630-2398 is my phone number. Instagram is at D as in dog, C as in cat, fit, FITATL. So it's at BC Fit ATL. That's where you can reach me at on Instagram.
Okay, so those are the two, your telephone number and Instagram.
And if you wanted to email me anything or information, it's diamondcutterfitness@gmail.com. DIAMONDCUTTER101 at gmail.com.
Mhm. So, do you have any special programs that are coming up, or
Now,
special?
hopefully I have some stuff going on for the summer. Uh,
Hmm.
I wanted to get into more challenges, weight loss challenges, and not just weight loss challenges, because everybody think when you have a trainer, it's about losing weight. But I have people that want to gain weight. I have people that want to build muscle and put a little bit more size to themselves, like especially the men. So I'm looking to put together a fitness challenge in in the for the summer. And right now, that's pretty much all I have. And then the class I have with you guys on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays at 10 a.m., Fridays at 11 a.m. And then, of course, I have my 5:30 in the morning class, and that's every day except for Wednesday at 5:30, and no Saturdays and no Sundays. But like I say, I do personal. If it's something, a lot of people like to be by themselves. They like the personal training, but then you have a lot of people that are okay with group training. So, but as far as anything um, coming up right now, nothing right now.
So, what do you recommend that people could do as they prepare for the summer, which is only a couple of weeks away? All of a sudden, men and women want to have the cut body for the summer, and they've been eating, interestingly, throughout the winter, the fall, and early spring. They've been eating all the foods that will not contribute to having the cut body. So, what do you recommend? Because people are trying to do things quickly, and it's not going to happen. The women want to be able to get into those bathing suits, and so do the men without having the tummy hang over the trunks.
Well, my best advice is to get yourself ready for next summer. Summer, this summer is not gonna do it. And also try some vegan dishes from Miss Jamila. They are awesome. I've never been a vegan person. I always tell people I'm Tyrannosaurus Rex. I eat meat. But I've tried her dishes and they are awesome. They are. I'm actually getting ready to try this one dish. It's the vegan meatloaf.
Yeah,
Love meatloaf. So, this is gonna be a good one. And I've told her that if it's something that I like, I'm gonna continue to push it. And she's done a great job. So uh not to try to prepare yourself for this summer, because you next summer or a few months back, but start anyway. So you want to start, and you don't want to get into the gym just because you want to go to the beach. You don't want to get in the gym just because you want to get ready for a wedding. You don't want to get in the gym because I'm going to a class reunion. You want to get in the gym because it's life. It's
yeah,
uh it's it is a lifestyle. Yeah.
yes,
I have a saying that I always use, and it's a repeated choice becomes a habit. A repeated habit becomes a lifestyle.
I like that. It's true.
It is
It's
true. So
Yeah.
you choose your habits, and your habit is going to become your lifestyle.
Mm,
It's you eating a Snickers bar every day at 2 o'clock. It's going to become a habit, and that's what you're going to do. And you're not going to even think about it. You're just going to do it
yeah,
because it's becoming a habit. But if you make it a habit to try to eat as clean as you possibly can, and I'm big on you want to eat clean as much as you can, so that way on the weekend or on a Saturday when I might have a special date that day, then I
mm,
can enjoy myself. I can eat, what I want to eat that day because I've done so good up until that point. So you
mm,
can still enjoy yourself. But
mm.
people make it, to where you. cardboard and I got to habit and this and that, but you can still enjoy yourself. Just like this vegan meatloaf I'm getting ready to eat. As soon as I get off this phone, off this line, I'm digging into my meatloaf. And I will let her know ASAP how good
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be good because she hasn't failed me yet. So the vegan meatloaf and the kale, you know,
Carrot tuna
and the carrot tuna,
and the
awesome.
seventh layer bean dip.
I tried that. I haven't got a full thing yet. She just gave me a spoonful, but I think it was a kind of a teaser. She teasing me with some, but she has. Uh, I say you did a big thing for me in my life because I've been trying to change, you know,
Yeah.
my eating and try new stuff because I am type 2 diabetic
Mm.
on paper, but spiritually I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
reckon I say that I recognize that I do have it, but I'm not gonna let it run my life. You
Yeah.
know, and with these vegan dishes, I can still eat just like like I've always eaten. So
Yeah.
try it out, people. Try it out. She can give you her information. I don't think you will be dissatisfied. I think you will really, really, really enjoy these dishes and
Yeah.
help us out. Help us sister out.
Thank you. We have this mutual support group going on. I support everything that Spencer's doing. He's supporting my other business, which is vegan with sauce. Thank you so much, Spencer. There's a question that I want to ask because sometimes, and you've addressed this in our class, some people overdo it in terms of exercise.
Go home. Go home. That's what I tell so many people that they get through working out. Oh, I'm gonna get on the treadmill for an hour. Go home. Because
Mm-hmm.
people are not, sometimes you can burn too many calories.
Mm-hmm.
Burn too many calories and you're not putting enough back in or you're not giving yourself what you need, your body's gonna do the opposite of what you want it to do. It's gonna hold on to fat because it's gonna go into starvation mode. And
Repeat that, Spencer, because people don't understand that. They think the more they work out, it means that the body is going to just release the weight. But like you said, it goes into starvation mode.
and the more they work out and the less they eat, that's another big misconception of uh, your fitness journey. Some people think, well, I didn't eat but one time today. You really made that sound like it was good. It's not. It's not good that you only ate one time. You got to feed your body. You
Yeah.
just got to feed it the right stuff. Okay, I'm gonna give you this one thing that I always say to people. You got a brand new 2026 Mercedes Benz, and on that gas tank it says premium only. Now we know that the gas prices have went up tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, what I want you to do is when your car runs low on gas, I want you to put unleaded in it. They look at me and be like, I'm not putting unleaded gas in my car. Why not? Because it'll mess it up. Okay. So you'll put premium in your car because you know it'll mess it up if you don't, but you won't put premium in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that unleaded will mess your body up. But
Mm-hmm.
because you like what you're getting, you put that in your body. So you take your car better than you take care of your body.
That's the point. When I was teaching young people at the college level, I would say the same thing because they don't compute. And people think if you eat better and work out, it costs more. I said, let me tell you something. First of all, that's not true. I said, but you're going to pay either way. You're going to either pay at the front end and be healthier, or you're going to pay at the back end because you're going to get sick. So, because I've heard people say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't become," and I don't tell people to become vegan or vegetarian, but I tell them the meat is the most expensive thing in a cart because it costs money to be vegetarian. They have programmed people so interestingly, and the same thing with exercise. Now they're getting better, but they used to have people, uh, younger people would tell their grandparents, "Oh, you just need to sit down and rest. You don't need to walk. You don't need to," they made them sick by
Right,
telling
right.
them not to do things that kept them physically active. But now people, I know in our group, 50 plus, those women are in there working out and they look good. The men too. The men look amazing.
Right.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. People are doing it differently than we did with our parents.
It's
So
quality, it's not quantity.
it's exactly, Spencer. So in the few minutes that we have left, give us what's a takeaway or several takeaways that you would like for our audience to have. And please get in touch with this man. He is amazing. He's in demand. Okay. You cannot take him from our class. That's not happening. We're not going to have
Right.
it. But it, his extra time, he can fit you in. So what would you like to leave with our listening audience?
I say just move, get yourself moving, do something, whether it's walking, take up biking, pickleball. We have a great pickleball courts over here. They play pickleball just about every day, I think, except for Wednesday. But
Mm-hmm.
just doing something, just moving. You don't have to come in here and try to lift all the weights in the gym. Just do something. Also, knowledge. Understand how to do these things. Understand how to come in here and work out. And you will see it's a great benefit to you. And it's not about a look at our age, the 50 plus. It's not about a look, it's about how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing. That you feel good, that you move good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's meant to be 120 pounds, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But if I'm 160 and I move good and I feel good and I am good, that's the plus. Just go ahead and do something. Even if it's not with me, just do something. So my biggest motto, I won't say motto, but my biggest thing that I say is I train you not to need a trainer. And the
Oh.
reason I say that is I train you and I'm going to show you, how to do these exercises. I'm going to show you how to use the machines, even in the classes like Jamila is doing. So I can know that you can go in there and work out on that machines by
Mm-hmm.
yourself because you have it in the class.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell you just to get on the machine and give me 12 reps, 15 reps. I actually show you how to
Yeah.
use machines because I want you to be able to continue this without me. You're not going to be with me for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get that knowledge of how to do something. And if you're looking for a trainer or a class or anything like that, really pay attention to your trainer. Ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
If that trainer can't give you an answer, then you might want to move on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not paying attention to you and this and that, you might want to move on. But
Mm-hmm.
and pay attention. Just pay attention to, what the trainer is telling you, and you'll see great benefits in doing that.
Well, Spencer, we've run out of time. It has been a pleasure. I knew it would be. I said, I need him on my podcast. I knew it would be a pleasure. So for everyone, if you live in the Atlanta area, because this is global, this is all over the world. But if you live in the Atlanta area, greater Atlanta area, come to New Birth with your Silver Sneakers membership, One Pass membership, whatever membership you have with your healthcare provider, and definitely sign up with Spencer. And then if you would like to have him personally train you privately, he's available. He's amazing. He's definitely worth it. And if you can get up at 5:30, it's worth getting up at 5:30 to have your own personal trainer who is going to work with you and show you how to do things in a safe manner. And that's what's really important, because people are going to the gyms at these popular places and they're getting hurt. So we
Yeah.
would like for you to be properly trained. And for the 50 plus generation guys, this is our groove, okay? Because everyone in his class, in all, most of the classes, we're 50 plus. So you don't have to worry about younger people making condescending remarks to you or any of that kind of gym culture.
Virtual.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about them looking at you cross-eyed, all of that stuff. You don't have to worry about that.
Like virtual, or if they're somewhere else and they wanted to try it, we can try the virtual. So I do that as well.
See? A man for all seasons, okay? Get in touch with Spencer. Spencer, give them your contact information again, please.
My phone number is 470-630-2398. Instagram is at DCFit ATL. D is in dog, C is in cat, fit FIT ATL.
Oh, Spencer, let them see your poster behind you. Okay? You see his poster? Fitness, okay? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So thank you so much. He also has his own shirts, and I'm getting mine this week.
You are.
He has his own shirt. So, and we are called the Spencers. Okay. The one in his Monday, Friday class, we call it the Spencers. And Stan is very good in organizing all of those things to help Spencer out. So thank you so much, Spencer. We appreciate you. And everyone, don't forget to click, like, and subscribe to Gray Lives on the Rise. Yeah. I'm your host again, Professor Jamila Franklin. Bring all your friends and family members to the Samson Gym, regardless of the age. Spencer trains everyone. So take them to the Samson Gym soon, okay? All right then, beloveds. Take care. Know that I love you, and namaste. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Gray Lives on the Rise, being brought to you by Jamila Scents, which is the product line of Oyende Enterprises. Jamila Scents is a 100% natural aromatherapy line that heals the mind, body, and soul. This episode of Gray Lives on the Rise was intended to uplift you, to inspire you, and to motivate you. Please tell all of your friends, family members, and anyone you know who's 50 plus, who's living a vibrant life and interested in doing more and enjoying life even to its fullest. So thank you, and please subscribe, like, and comment on this video and all our videos. Thank you, and until next time, until our next podcast, namaste and be well.